All right, first to that breaking news out of Southeast. 2 men have died and a 2-year-old little girl is in the hospital after police say gunmen opened fire near a shopping center on Alabama Avenue. That toddler was just out for a walk with her daycare class when police say she was hit by a stray bullet. Good afternoon. Glad you're with us. I'm Adam Longo.
And I'm Simone D'Alba. Ardelia Gonsalves is live near the scene of 21st Street and Alabama Avenue. Adelia, we know police are still looking for the suspects and the getaway car. What more have you learned about this little girl?
Well, we know the little girl's name is Emily. She is with her family right now at the hospital and will undergo emergency surgery. I'm told by family members she was shot in the arm. This is just a difficult story for a lot of neighbors in this area. So many folks throughout the day have stopped me and asked me how this little girl is doing, and they walk away just shaking their heads that another child caught by the crossfire. Of course, we know 4 people were shot, but this little girl, an innocent little girl, just walking across this plaza with her daycare class. You can see police have cleared the scene, the crime scene, but we still have a lot of police presence, including the commander of 7D here talking to her other officers. Let's go right to the video of the white sedan that police say pulled up to 22nd and Savannah Place Southeast. Now, Police Chief Pamela Smith says 3 men jumped out and started shooting up Savannah Place towards another 3 men in the intersection of 22nd and Alabama Avenue. Police on patrol nearby were told heard the shots, drove the block over to 22nd and Alabama to find 2 men dead, and rushed a 3rd man to the hospital. Caught in the crossfire, children from Creative Corners Early Learning Center out simply for their morning walk. 2-year-old Emily was in the group. She was the only child hit, we're told. Family members tell me she was shot in the shoulder. I spoke to the daycare provider earlier today. She was completely distraught and in the process of calling families to break this disturbing news.
The owner of that daycare is fully aware of what she have. From my understanding, she works with CSOSA or one of those federal agencies. And at one point, it was to move from there and to move directly across the street from the police station. She scrapped that plan.
And I'm telling you, we are sick and tired of this. We are doing everything we can, and we push this information out. We send out the information on BOLA. We know that individuals know who these folks are. We're going to ask you again. If you know something, say something. This is senseless, and we have to stop this kind of violence in our community.
And that is the sentiment we're hearing from a lot of neighbors, that this violence does need to stop. They know this particular shopping plaza as a trouble area, and they have had patrols of police stationed in the shopping plaza because of its history. That daycare has been in the shopping plaza for nearly 20 years. We're told now surrounded by a secured gate in order to keep trouble away from their facility. But you can obviously tell today they were still caught in the crossfire of that little girl who was just walking by to a playground when she was struck by a bullet. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll have more about this daycare and the calls for the chief to resign from members of this community fed up with the violence. I'll see you back here in an hour. Back to you in the studio.
You know, Delia, it's just frankly disgusting and outrageous. The lack of compassion, the lack of feeling for another human being's life, that these people would just get out of a car, start shooting. If this little girl was in the crossfire, the people doing the shooting saw this group of kids, which is just completely unspeakable. The chief is right. We all should be sick and tired of this, and anyone who has seen anything definitely needs to step up right this moment. Delia Gonsalves with us live in Southeast. Thank you.